I suppose we can all agree that one of the scariest, darkest, and most dangerous places is prison, and it takes a lot of guts and courage to survive even a single day in that hell. That's why, in this episode, we bring you the best movies whose setting and plot take place inside prison walls. Let's begin. Number 11. The Last Castle. The castle is the final step in the brilliant career of three-star General Irwin. After facing a court-martial and being stripped of his rank, Irwin is sent to a maximum security military prison run with an iron fist by Colonel Winter. While Winter respects the legendary general at first, that respect soon turns into resentment, and eventually open hostility, as Irwin constantly challenges the authority of the warden. Determined to break Irwin at any cost, Winter's tactics only fuel the former general's rebellion. The other prisoners, inspired, rally behind Irwin in a new mission: to take control of the prison and strip Winter of his command. They've been told they're no longer soldiers. Now, they're going to prove they still know how to fight.
Los mejores monumentos de hombres caídos no son de mármol. Están en el océano.
Number 10. Shot Caller. This film tells the story of a quiet family man who is sentenced to prison after causing an accident that kills his passenger. To survive behind bars, he must rise through the ranks and partner with a violent gang that runs the prison. After serving his sentence, he finds himself pressured by the gang leaders to commit a brutal crime against a rival gang in Southern California.
Why participate in the riot?
We got your rules and we got the gang's rules.
Number 9. Get the Gringo. It's been a rough day for Driver. After scoring millions in cash that could have paid for a very pleasant summer vacation, he ends up in a high-speed chase with Border Patrol. While carrying a bleeding body in the back seat, he crashes through the wall that marks the Mexican border and is captured by Mexican authorities. He's sent to a high-security prison where he discovers the strange and dangerous world of El Pueblito, the harshest prison in the country. Surviving as a foreigner won't be easy, but Driver finds unexpected help from a 10-year-old boy who knows the place inside out. Number 8. Mean Machine. Here we step away from action and into sports. Danny Meehan had it all. He was captain of England's national football team, with fame and fortune, until he threw it all away, accused of match-fixing. His final humiliation comes when he's sentenced to prison for assaulting a police officer while drunk. Inside, Danny learns fame means nothing, but the warden went to great lengths to bring Danny to his prison, having invested heavily in the Guards' football team. Yet they've never won the tournament. Meehan is expected to help, as long as he agrees to train with the Guards. But Danny is warned by head guard Burton, captain of the team, that he better refuse. Burton doesn't want a prisoner telling him what to do, so Danny and his friend Maxim decide to form their own team of inmates. Their recruitment campaign doesn't go well, as they lack the support of Skiles, the feared prison leader sentenced to life in prison.
El gran Danny Meehan regresa al campo.
Sí, es todo lo que necesitábamos.
If you like top movies, don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell to see more videos like this. Number 7. Escape from Alcatraz. The world's most famous prison escape couldn't be left out of this list. Set in 1960s San Francisco, Frank Morris is sent to Alcatraz, a maximum security prison, due to his long history of breakouts. He was jailed for drug trafficking and armed robbery, but this time, the warden makes it clear there's no way out. Alcatraz is unbreakable, located on a rocky island in the middle of the San Francisco Bay. Morris quickly befriends another inmate, Charlie Butts, who's in the neighboring cell. Together with other inmates, they begin to plan a daring escape from the inescapable prison.
Creo que sé cómo salir de aquí.
Number 6. Cell 211. Director Daniel Monzon, once a film critic turned filmmaker, delivers his best work with this prison thriller. It follows the infiltrator who switches sides, formula seen in various films. In this case, Juan, a newly hired prison officer, visits the facility a day before his first shift. While inside, a riot breaks out, and he must pretend to be a new inmate to survive. In this tense situation, He must earn the trust of Malamadra, the prison's undisputed leader. Luis Tosar leads the film with a powerful performance, and his character, Malamadra, is brilliantly written.
¿Qué? Tú no tienes cara de matar a nadie. Tú no has roto un plato en tu puta vida.
Number 5. Unbroken. The story begins in the midst of World War II, introducing us to Louis Zamperini and his comrades during an aerial battle. We also learn about his childhood, being the son of Italian immigrants in California, an identity that wasn't easy to carry at the time. During the war, he survives 47 days drifting in the ocean, only to be captured and held as a prisoner of war by the Japanese. And the film leaves a powerful message of endurance and loyalty, even in the darkest moments. Number 4. The Night of the Pencils. This harrowing film tells the real story of what happened in September 1976 in La Plata, Argentina. Several high school students, most of the minors, were kidnapped, tortured, and murdered during the last military dictatorship. The film begins with a meeting among student leaders, debating whether to protest at the Public Works building or seek dialogue with the government. The issue was the military regime's decision to eliminate the secondary school travel pass, a financial aid that helped cover transportation costs. On the night of September 16th, these student leaders were taken from their homes by groups posing as police officers. They tortured the teens and threatened their parents with weapons. The students were brought to secret detention centers where they were stripped, blindfolded, electrocuted, and had their fingernails torn off. Most of them were murdered, and their whereabouts remain unknown. Very few survived. This is a raw, real-life story of horror and repression.
¡Chao, Pablo! ¡Chao! ¡Suerte, Pablo!
Number 3. American History X. So raw and direct in its first act, this film succeeds in its goal. It forces you to bite the pavement of fanaticism, to feel fear and cold. There's a scene so paralyzing, it's hard to forget. The plot follows a young neo-Nazi imprisoned for committing a brutal crime. Upon release, he tries to reintegrate into society, renouncing his violent, racist past, only to discover that his younger brother is now caught in the same web of hate. It's a devastating drama with a strong message, and the performance of Edward Norton elevates it even further.
He venido a hablarte tal. Lleva el mismo camino que tú.
¿Qué te pasa?
Number 2. The Green Mile. Frank Darabont, director of The Green Mile, created a monumental film that tackles many themes. The Great Depression, the death penalty, madness, aging, and miracles. Tom Hanks plays Paul, the compassionate head guard on death row in a southern prison. One of the inmates, John Coffey, a massive black man condemned for the murder of 2 young girls, possesses a miraculous gift: the ability to heal both humans and animals. Whether inmates or guards, everyone around him is deeply affected by his presence. This film is haunting, emotional, and unforgettable.
This is the story of a miracle that happened here where I work.
Number 1. The Shawshank Redemption, starring Tim Robbins and Morgan Freeman. This drama tells the story of Andy Dufresne, a banker wrongfully convicted of murdering his wife and her lover. Sentenced to 2 life terms, the film explores friendship and the unbreakable human desire for freedom. In prison, Andy meets Red, a longtime inmate who teaches him how things work inside. Thanks to Andy's financial knowledge, he earns the trust of guards and even the corrupt warden, gaining small privileges in return. Andy spends his time carving stone figures, helping in the library, and teaching fellow inmates. Over time, he discovers the depth of corruption within the prison, orchestrated by the warden. After suffering injustices and beatings, Andy makes a choice: get busy living or get busy dying.
Le condeno a cumplir 2 cadenas perpetuas consecutivas, una por cada una de sus víctimas.
What movie would you add to this top list? We read you in the comments. Here we leave you with more videos like this.